Hello everyone. In this video for the Scrapy Playbook, we're going to be looking at Scrapy Cloud by Zyte, a tool that allows you to host and monitor your Scrapy spiders in the cloud. You can think of Scrapy Cloud as like a Heroku specifically designed for web scraping. It allows you to deploy, schedule, and run your Scrapy spiders on a server without having to worry about managing your own server infrastructure. Scrapy Cloud has been built by the creators of the Scrapy framework itself, so it integrates very well with your Scrapy projects. Scrapy Cloud offers both free and paid plans. For this video, we will use the free plan, but as we will see later in the tutorial, the free plan isn't really useful for scraping in production. So you need to buy a paid plan that starts at $9 per month. There are free alternatives to Scrapy Cloud that are just as good, which we go through in this article. The link to it will be in the description. Also in the description is a full write-up of this Scrapy Cloud tutorial. I already have a free Scrapy Cloud account, so I'll use that, but you can sign up for a free account by clicking on this button here. Once logged in, you should see a screen like this. To get started, we just need to start a new project and give our project a name. Demo project. Next, what we need to do is to deploy our Scrapy project to Scrapy Cloud so that we can run it within Scrapy Cloud. We have two options to do that. We can deploy it via the command line or via GitHub. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to deploy it using the command line. And I'm going to use the demo spider that Zyte provides, which we can access here. So it's the books to scrape spider. Cool. So the first step is what we need to do is we need to install a library called Shub. So this is a client that allows us to deploy spiders to Scrapy Cloud from the command line. So we'll pull up our terminal and go pip install Shub, which should install within a couple of seconds. Cool. Now we're going to clone the GitHub repo to our machine. And then we should see it in here. So cd into our books script. Okay, perfect. Next, we need to connect our command line to our Scrapy Cloud account, and we can do that by running shub login. And we'll enter our API key, which we can find here. Perfect. Now we're logged in. Now to deploy our books to scrape scraper to Scrapy Cloud, all we need to do is run shub deploy followed by the project ID, which we can see here. And as we can see here, it's deploying it. And there's also, we can see here, it's deploying it currently right now as well. So this could take a couple of minutes to deploy. Okay, perfect. So now it's being deployed and we can see our spiders here in the spiders dashboard page. So now we have a books to scrape spider. To run a spider, it's pretty simple. So we just click into our spider, click on run spiders. We can set some extra parameters like arguments, tags, and the priority, but we won't do it for this. It's discussed in more detail in the article, and we could just click run. Our book spider has started running. We can see it here that has started running. And if we go to the jobs dashboard, it's going to start pulling in, and we can see here, this would be the next spiders in the queue. These are currently running, and here is the completed. We can see it's made 2 requests. This spider could take a couple of minutes, so we're going to fast forward. But as you'll see, we'll start seeing items being populated, requests coming through, and any errors and logs and stuff like that. So we now have items. Cool. So fast forwarding 3 minutes, and we can see that the job has completed. It scraped 1,000 items, made over 1,000 requests, and there's the 3-minute mark. We can click in on this here, and it will show us the items that we've scraped. So show individual items, so we can basically see all the items in the data. We can see some stats around the requests made. we can see the logs that were generated, and then we can get an overview as well of the overall jobs. So the amount of requests over time, and then overall data, along with category data, basically some schemas pulled from the items. That was how to run a job once. How do we run a job periodically? So schedule it to run every single day or every single minute. To do that, what we need to do is go to the periodic jobs tab and then add a periodic job. We will select our spider, books, and I want to run this spider every day at 2 o'clock at 39 minutes. So basically now. So it's going to run at 39 minutes past 2 every single day of every week of every month. And then I'll click save. And now that should run every single day. What you'll see up here is that with the free plan, you're not actually able to run scheduled jobs. To run a scheduled job, you need to upgrade to the Scrapy Cloud Premium plan, which costs $9 a month. So that's why I said at the start that Scrapy Cloud's free plan isn't really useful for scraping production, because you're not going to log in and kick a job off every single day. You want it to run periodically. So if you want to use Scrapy Cloud in production, you really do need to upgrade to their pay plan. But also, as I said at the start of this video, inside the description, there's a link to a guide which shows some free and cheap alternatives to using Scrapy Cloud that does allow you to schedule jobs to run every single minute or every single day without having to pay for it.